Hey guys, this is Soren Productions, aka and 4673. I am back in Cinders, part 14. And it has been forever since I uploaded. I am terribly sorry. Really, I am. But, just haven't gotten the time to do it, you know? So, I've been extremely busy, and if I were to tell you what I've been doing, it would take up all 15 minutes. So I'm not going to. So all that is going to happen now is I'm going to continue. And what I think happened in the last episode was that we were supposed to talk to. I'm sorry, someone came to see me. What was happening in the last episode was I think we were going to find out something about this guy. So yeah. Alright, stop here and talk. Not exactly a hiding place. Middle of time, my love. Sure, could use some more privacy. I'm not going to give you a chance to escape now, so don't try anything stupid. The captain's right on the other side of the street. Remember that? Fine, you little devil. I'll tell you what you want to know. Don't yell if I can't remember the details. I've short memory. You've heard my question already. What's the message you brought to Camosa? A dashing young gentleman like yourself would have no trouble recalling the last few days. Blazing hell, lassie, and you and your other adder's tongue. I remember. So I was out in the woods, resting my head on the ground, enjoying the peace and quiet only nature can bring, cold shimmer of the lake, a wave as the wickedness. Don't digress. Off the city, sleeping like a brat I was. Do you often sleep outdoors? Why were you sleeping by the lake? Now that was a mighty good question, ain't it, love? Can't say that I know the answer though, I just woke up there. Oh, magical place in the pond in the woods. My auntie used to tell me stories of. Get back to the topic, will you? But I'm on it. I woke up and heard voices. I thought was just like my auntie's stories of the fair folk, you know, made of life and wisps, prettier than the finest ladies they are. But they were no wisps. And what happened then? I hid. What else? This head business was still upon this neck, because it knows when time to jump in. It knows when to jump. Time to jump into the bushes. You know what I mean? Who were those people? An excellent question, Bertie. Oh shit. There's noble Captain Perrault, and he was talking to the prince. The prince was talking with Perrault in the woods. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? What were they talking about? Oh, some posh problems of the rich folk. Too much free time's bad for the head. Of future, His Royal Highness kept on whining about wenches. Of all things, how they're all empty-headed and boring to talk to. The prince was discussing women. That he was. Unkingly of him, if you ask me, and foolish too. Who cares if the bird's dumb or dull? That's not what I want from my wenches. Yes, wonderful. Now back to the subject, please. What did they speak of? The captain said something about rules, but you didn't hear the part with my head still spilling in the water shimmering so loud. Don't know what they meant, but the prince might have been happy. Said something about the ball, the grand ball. He got some idea that the royally empty head in that royally empty head of his. I heard 'cause of them crowns, very bad for the head. Anyway, that was a new idea that he liked. The grand ball. It doesn't sound familiar. That's the excuse they made up so that the kings and princes can pick their wenches like vegetables in the market. Only regular folk don't crown the cucumbers they bought as queens. That's not, at least not often. So it's a tradition. Yeah, that. They use that fancy name, something it doesn't make any sense anymore. So what's the prince's new idea? It was about masks, making all lasses wear them. You mean a masked ball, a masquerade? I didn't know the rich birds are so horrid. Don't think it's because of that. Did they say why the masks are so important to him? It had something to do with the eldest families. Lots of lords and ladies waiting to trade their daughters, and only to one prince. Too much competition is bad for business in Cinders. So he's trying to dodge accusations of being biased. Clever. I knew that. Don't know what's wrong with seeing a nice face, though. I'm worried if the bird's got a pimple like tree in her eyes. Or noticed nothing with masks and such, unless he wants to ogle their curves. Oh, a bit to the nasty side, nobles. My auntie told me stories gossip really about the black going between the nobles in the palace, stuff that made Confessor blush. Well, nobles aren't too bad. In Ascension, they're pretty cool, or at least Ida's, but she's not a real noble, so I guess nobles are pretty bad. Alright, I get the picture. I'm asked for, you say? Makes a lot of sense, actually. Prince can... Oh, shit. A prince can't pretend he's choosing his bride by judging her most subtle qualities. And there's no way of the house... Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I dropped something. Might have been a good idea to pause. There's no way any of the house accusing him of favoring one over another. Who knows, maybe he isn't really pretending. Perhaps having a choice is what he really wants. Devilishly clever, love. Glad you got the smarts to see through all that. Saved me time of having to explain it all to you. Both for the noble birds. They all have a challenge, no matter how pimply or hard. Makes me think of Commotion and her pretty lassies. No, not you, the other wenches. I mean sisters, your lovely sisters. Figured the old lady would pay with a kingly coin for a rumor like that. So there's to it. You satisfied, love? My dear friend, this isn't even half of the story I wanted to hear. You better get to the more juicy stuff right away. That's all there is to it. I swear on my auntie's pimples. Alright, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Let's focus on the connection with Commotion. It's all fine and beautiful as what you've told me, but there's many things missing, my friend. Like, why is it so important for Commotion that the ball will be a masquerade? Well, what puzzles me even more is how come you knew it'd be interesting for her in the first place. You would have to know her pretty well to figure that out. This is something to do with your past, doesn't it? You've been working for her quite some time, haven't you? Oh, little bird thinks she has smarts, but with that little the brain must be. But with head so little the brain must be wee too. Every bloke in Maytribe knows Commotion or knows about her. The hag's famous for handling coins. Everyone with good gossip, her mind is the best. So that you want to know? How about asking the lady yourself? I ain't the one sharing a roof with her. But I know you more. You can't fool me like that. I may not look like it, but I work honest jobs only. Don't see you bothering your merchant friend like this. Methinks this chat's over, lassie. I told you all I know. No point in milking this cow for no more. I know you're still hiding things from me. I told you all I could, and that's more than the most folk get away. You're a lucky little bird, but best I leave you alone now. Don't you dare turn away. Cheers, love. He's gone, that crook. Why couldn't I make him spill? Heavens, I begin to sound like him. Maybe it's for the better. Who am I trying to fool? It's not for the better. I need his knowledge to get leverage I could use with Commotion. Now it's all gone. What am I supposed to do now? Maybe I should just go for a walk and think all about this. I can't see a way how I could spoil that. This isn't just your day. It just isn't your day, Cinders. It's astonishing what a simple word can do to one's spirits. If I'm going to miss the freedom to do something, then above all else, it It's going to be the freedom to wander around whenever I please. When I walk with no specific goal, no destination, I can switch off and observe my thoughts jumping into the little drawers. With each step I can feel my muscles relaxing. And strolling through the market has its moments too. I saw the most gorgeous shoes. Not that I can ever afford them, they were crazily expensive. I get that they were imported from the eastern lands, but with that price they should be made of diamonds and dragon skin. Who buys something like that? I mean, I know I would if I could, but that's beside the point. I forget about it, no reason to dwell on such things. It's such a pity that the big red bat is coming back tomorrow. Today was pretty uneventful, but it's been so nice being able to talk to people like an ordinary person. Then again, this day wouldn't be so pleasant if it weren't so rare for me to feel free. It's almost sunset. I should be getting back home. So long, Freedom. It was a pleasure. Hope to see you soon. Maybe you could come and visit sometimes, or at least write. A bit sarcastic, are we now? Oh, scheisse. Back to the same old. This feels almost like coming back to prison and out of my own will. After 2 such wonderful days of freedom, it's a bit depressing to know I need to go back to my ordinary life. There, out in the real world, I can meet amazing people, have actual friends. Here, I'm trapped between Camosa's plots and her poor daughter's bitterness. Sometimes I wonder, what if I were to vanish in the woods? Would anyone notice? Care? Maybe that's the answer, getting lost in the wilderness, befriending an uncivilized but noble tribe of rather short-minders, becoming their princess, and spending the rest of my days being adored, praised, and... Oh, get a grip on yourself, Cinders. Camosa, along with that crazy Hado and strict rules of hers, due to come back tomorrow. If I have any chance to change my life, I should really think of something, and soon. I'm tired of waiting, and I'm really tired. It's time to go to bed. Tomorrow morning, oh, I can't wait. It will be a bliss. Meanwhile, at the palace. You have summoned me, my prince? That I did. You must be wondering why I wanted to see you at this hour. Surely you have guessed it, but it must be something important. I will have to ask to make an important decision. I will not be expecting you to give me your answer right away, my lord. Let me explain, Harold. As you know, we live in a time of transition, and my father's death changed many things. Being so close to our family, you are aware that the old king spent most of his days trying to compromise between extremes and balance between order and freedom. With little success, despite his best wishes, all his life he remained an autocrat. That is why it has been my wish, my vision, to change the kingdom in such a way to eliminate the need to compromise between freedom and order altogether. In other words, Harold, I want reforms, but I'm sure you know this. I do, my prince. I've known you long enough to be able to learn about the qualities of your character. I want to give the people a construction, Harold. I don't want them to be subjects. I want them to be citizens. I see. This will not make you more popular among the nobles, sire. If that's even possible. You're not king yet, my lord, and yet there is some unrest among the nobles. I wouldn't announce your plans just yet. They make you an easy target. Yes, they do. That's exactly why I need your protection. Oh, I have to end the episode here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.